All right, good morning, class. This is the lecture for April 27th, and we will be in our writing book in Chapter 3. And Chapter 3 is the classification division essay. Now, like I said during our live class, this is one of the most difficult essays for students to write. And I will explain to you why in a minute. But first, what is a classification division essay? Well, I specifically chose this picture to show you an example of classification. As you can see, all of these things are vegetables, okay? We have, for example, green peppers, red peppers, carrots. Maybe those are cucumbers or zucchini. So all of these are in different categories, but they're under one big category, which is vegetables. Okay, so what is a classification essay? It sorts a subject into more understandable categories. It breaks down a big general idea or topic, for example, vegetables, and it breaks it down into smaller, more defined parts. Okay, so these are all the smaller parts of the one big category, which is vegetables. Each of these parts relate to the main subject. All right, so we have an example here. Higher education institutions in the US. Okay, so these are three general, or these are the three more specific. This is the general topic, and these are more specific ideas under the general topic. So we have state universities, community colleges, and private universities. Okay, so let's practice classifying broad topics. Activity 1. It says break down these subjects into 3 major categories. So, popular American sports. Now, pause the video and try to write 3 ideas under this big topic. Okay? Okay, so I would say, if I were writing this essay, basketball, baseball, and football. Okay, so those would be my 3 topics that I would guess or that I would choose for this one. Okay, let's do the second one. Tourist attractions in New York City. Okay, again, pause your video. And now I will say maybe some places that I would choose. Statue of Liberty, Times Square, and one more, maybe I would say Central Park. Okay, it can be anything really. You might have something different than me in either of these, and that is okay. Just as long as they all relate to the main topic, the main idea, which is tourist attractions. These are all tourist attractions of New York. Okay, so in an academic classification division essay, you will have to figure out the organizing principle you want to use. Okay, so these are all too broad. These topics, they're too general. You could write a whole book about popular American sports. There are books written about tourist attractions in New York City, so they're way too broad. You only have 5 paragraphs to write in this essay and only 3 body paragraphs, okay? The reason why I have 3 ideas here is because of the 3 body paragraphs. Okay, so the organizing principle is the method or criteria you will use to sort a topic into different categories. So on the next page here, we have a good example. Okay, I have two charts here, and I like to call these classification charts. And this is how we are going to brainstorm for this essay. Okay. Not sure how you will do it typing, because I've never typed this, but this is what the general idea of what we're going to do. Now here, our topic for both of these is the same. Types of students, right? Topic, types of students. However, the organizing principle is different. This one is annoying students, and this one here is successful students. Okay, two completely different essays. Okay, so let's look at the first one, annoying students. Category 1, now this would be body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and body paragraph 3, right? So category number 1, students who disrupt the class. These students are the ones that are always annoying other students who are concentrating. They talk when it's not their turn to talk in class. That's what disrupt means. Category 2, students who are the teacher's pet. These students love the teacher and are always trying to do good things for the teacher. They might even buy the teacher a coffee. Okay. Category 3, students who do not participate in group work. These are the students that are annoying because they sit in the back of the class, they do nothing, and they don't want to help when you have to work together. Okay, so these are 3 kinds of annoying students. I'm sure you can think of more, but these are the 3 for this example that I found. Okay, now let's go to types of students, successful students. Okay, so category 1, students who participate in class. Category 2, students who work hard outside of class, meaning that they study a lot and they do their homework. Category 3, students who get involved in extracurricular school activities. These are students that maybe are in a sport or a club, or they do something extra for the school that is outside their regular schoolwork. Okay, so 2 very different essays, but the same topic, just different principles. Okay, now the reason why this essay is so difficult for students is because students often struggle with their organizing principle. Sometimes the principle is too broad and sometimes it's too narrow. Okay, so for example, here we have Ecuadorian culture. The organizing principle is diversity in the 3 main regions. Okay, I don't know how many of you are from Ecuador, but I know, just being an ESL teacher, that this is way too much. This is too broad. You could actually write a whole book about this. A 5-paragraph essay would be too short to support your ideas. Okay? Okay, so that's one that's too broad. The next example is Ecuadorian culture, organizing principle, breakfast foods in the Sierra region. Okay, now there is very little variety in breakfast foods in this particular region of Ecuador. So this essay would never make it to 5 paragraphs. Okay, this is too narrow. Okay, so when you choose a topic and an organizing principle, make sure that it's not too big of an idea that you cannot cover in 5 paragraphs, or that it is too small and too narrow so that there isn't enough to write about it. Okay? Now we will probably do activity 2 or something like it in class tomorrow, and we'll do some practice with this. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow in class. Take care.